Gunter. Alright. If around, what was it, 13? Okay, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna set you down. Alright. Okay, witness rack. Play? No, not play. Yeah, this just doesn't really have pressure. 2 night pack ambushers, Guzgr Spout, triple dragon fire, 2 blast zones. Yeah, this definitely feels like the team of Wreck that's going to be a little more difficult for us, particularly if they are on the, if they're the ones on the play. Okay, this one I'm happy with. Yeah. Well, let's see, we're on the draw. Ooh, I don't have stats for this one. Okay, 16 left, so roughly, we're saying draw, so that's at least 3. One will cycle on turn 1, so that's 4. 4 with 1 more landed deck would have been about 77.4, so yeah, we're probably like 75%. Not even including our first cycle, so yeah, let's keep this. Toss the planes back. So we have Boros is 1-1, Gust is 1. I'm kind of surprised by only registering Cooters. Please don't try and sit on my keyboard. You little. Come on, bud. Okay, so let's play Stinger. Just because I'd rather that one be hit by Dragon Fire, potentially. So I'm going to assume they don't have Girl Spiral. Triple Dispute is... I guess this get hit by a Mystical Dispute. Okay, or thoughts it's intervention, that works too. Alright. I mean, all set, yeah. So if they have done any ramp, you have 2 ambushers, but no portal. Yeah, let's just play another Stinger. And I think I'm just going to be fine just with passing. Because if they play an ambusher, I don't want to get blown out by that, and we just have the ability to do just a lot of damage with these 2. That I think our main path to lose would be attacking into an ambusher, losing the Stinger. And if they have a Shark, I'd rather keep the second one in play. Okay, so they drew a Growth Spiral somewhere in the last 2 draw steps. Alright, so Uro. If they have an Uro, he's going to be able to come out pretty dang quickly. Okay, so the Chemser's Insight. That's the only Thassa's intervention. Alright. Okay, with the cycle. And realistically then, it seems like we might not even have been able to connect with Stinger if we had attacked. Only 2 cards in hand. You want to do Cycle. Now I'm much more willing to attack. Because one, if you had an ambusher, you would have just played it last turn. I guess we might get blown out by a Shark Typhoon. That would be bad. But if they play Shark Typhoon, that also means that they're not playing. Okay, so yeah, and we're gonna go for blood. They're gonna go, and this is the real big difference here. Is why attacking here now last turn is cycling one here. Is they're at 9, that goes to 7. The big 8, like, so it's not quite. It wouldn't have been quite lethal there, but we've been able to cycle this, and then Zenith Flare would have been lethal then. So right here, they'll block. Zenith Flare is now lethal. Because they're doing, I would draw on a third Draenei Stinger. Yeah, so here, so much is going to depend on what they have remaining. So only 2 cards left. If they have an expansion explosion. Oh, so they're just dead. Alright. You might notice whenever I cast my Zenith players, I always move to the side with them because I'm just so concerned about just accidentally clicking on their creature. Okay, so for this, we have 2 Brazen Borers, 2 Blast Zones, and then also they're going to be up to 4 Scorching Dragonfires, plus a Storm's Wrath, and triple Flames. Yeah! They thought there's going to be a lot of aggro, I think. Alright, so let's just bring all this stuff in. Let's cut planes, because we're on the... cut sails, yeah. And then 3 more. Okay. Oh! Okay, so white sources. We only have 12 white sources in. We're only at a 22.6%. Like, the thing is, if we hit a white source on the first, if we get lucky and hit that, this hand's incredible. If we don't, we still have double stinger to try and go from. I mean, otherwise triple. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they did have that. Yeah, let's slam Rescuer now. And we'll pass. So I am in for where there's only 1 Storm's Wrath. So I'm fine playing into the Storm's Wrath potentially. So we're just going to play this, and we're going to go cycle here. Oh, the trickiest part is to get the value off the Rescuer, we potentially have to play into a Flame Sweep. So I'm just going to end the turn here. If they play something like an Uro, yeah, but right here I'm not going to do anything because I don't want to get blown out by a Flame. Oh, this I like don't want to cycle them because this represents just such an insane amount of damage. Alright, so let's just cycle 1. And we'll see what they do. Okay, so it looks like probably don't have a Flame Sweep. And then let's just cycle 1 more. Okay, so they do have the flame sweep. Okay, so... Alright, let's just pump up the fox then. So we could... Oh. Alright, hopefully we don't get hit by a Brazen Borrower. Come on, what doesn't tap? And I think... And once no blocks are declared... Alright, I think we got this then. Wow, that was fast. That was... Everything came together. We're saying before is if I would just cycle the Dragon Stinger in our turn, which was one of the things I was considering, that would, but I feel most likely they're going to play something like an Uro, and getting that extra 1/1 token seemed better in that situation. That if they weren't doing anything, they were just going to hold up a flame sweep the whole time. That seemed better for us. So that's why I like that line. But if I had done on my turn, then I would have had that God's Willing, and there wouldn't have been that opening in case they had a Brazen Borrower. We probably would have just locked the game up right there. But I mean, obviously we got there. We are now we're 8-5, so we're officially ending my first PT with a winning record, which is super awesome. Hopefully we can keep it going, and yeah, because of size, even if I go lose, if I go 1-1 and end up with 9-6, I don't think I'm guaranteed to be top 68 to make extra prize money, but you know, hopefully win the last two, because I'd be ecstatic if I ended 10-5. But I'll probably be back in a little bit. I think I might try and get in a cube draft before the next round, but right now it's a couple things we want to do, so